Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. Before I do anything else, first a clarification. I have said several times over the past months that I do not like my equipment talking to me. This is not necessarily a boomer thing. I mean, I'm on the very tail end of the, what makes a boomer by age. If you were born before a certain age, it's supposed to be a boomer, but I grew up not with boomers, I grew up with the next stage. It's supposed to be if you were born before 1964, you're a boomer. I was born in 62. Like I said, I grew up with non-boomers. I'm physically old, but up here, no. So when I talk about I don't like my equipment talking to me, I'm speaking on a purely minimalist level. I think it's great that equipment talks, and if you like your equipment to talk to you, that's fine. I'm just talking about a minimalist level. I don't need anything more than just a light to let me know that my equipment's running. I can see the light. I don't need light and sound. I can see the light. Now, I understand that there are other people that don't, that may have vision issues, and so can't tell with a light, and so it helps with sound. And that's good. I'm just saying, for me personally, I wish they had a switch I could turn it off, because my hearing is more than good. It's excellent. And my sight, while not wonderful, I can at least see. So on a minimalist level, yeah, I just like a light, because that's the bare minimum to let you know, and for me, it works. That's the only reason. So thumbs up on that. But for the Shelton, Washington weather and Walkies report, because I've been going Walkies in the morning time when I wake up, because I hurt when I wake up from not moving, so moving helps. Even though the pain of not moving, as it goes away, the pain from moving builds up. So it's like net gain and loss is even. But I've also found that when I go walkies in the morning, I just do a shorter walkies because I just want to go out moving. But because I went out, I don't want to go later. And I don't like that. I didn't go walkies last night. I don't like that. But I went this morning. It wasn't raining last night, and it is now. The sun is starting to come up. Of course, it's getting light outside, and it's raining. We need the rain. I'm not complaining about that. And I live in a very rainy part of the United States. So, again, thumbs up. Still and all. Let me get on my topics list, because that's not my topics list. That's my Chrome browser. My topics list is over here that I am slowly moving into position. Thank you very much. And also, thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. Again, it is very, very appreciated. I have been learning things about myself these past couple years to show me that it's not just depression that has been my issue. I have discovered my ADHD issues. I believe I've also actually on the spectrum, because I share a lot of behaviors with people who are. And so we'll see about that. But I have been learning a lot, and I have gotten better, and I continue to do so. And I just say thank you so very much. Each and every one of you that comes along with me on this journey of exploration, as I have been getting better and discovering who and what I am and why I am the way I am. It is greatly appreciated. And again, as stated, I am a talker. I have to talk. If I can't talk, it's like a roadblock and things don't work right. So my being able to talk and get this done is incredible, and thank you so much. So, on to the topics list. Let's see. Oh, I talked about that one and I forgot to take it off. But I've often wondered, and amazingly enough, the term for the dogs, the Shiba Inu, is actually pronounced Shiba Inu. So, yay, just like it's spelled. Isn't that weird? So, let me get rid of that one thing off of my topics list, and I will look onto the others. Like, there's a form of absurdist humor that I really like. because I'm really into absurdist, surreal humor as well. Stuff that tells a story that brings you A to B to C to D and brings you to E where the conclusion is very satisfying for me because my head is built that way. But I also, love absolute absurdist humor. I've been a big Monty Python fan my whole life because that is, postmodern surreal dada in television form. I love that sort of stuff. And it's all tied in with this one thing that's a joke, kind of a tweet. This person said something it was talking about something that was like a real thing. And so this other person, their comment was, "Hey, nice story, bro, but that doesn't change this." And they went on to talk about how there's 48 million kangaroos in Australia, but there's only 3.5 million people in the Southern American nation of Uruguay. So if all the kangaroos from Australia decided to invade Uruguay, each person in Uruguay would have to fight 14 kangaroos. And that's true. That's true. It's never going to happen. It's absurd. There's no way or reason 48 million kangaroos would suddenly be able to descend upon the small South American nation of Uruguay. And yet, taking that just as given, somebody from Uruguay responded with, "Oh my God, I'm from Uruguay. And now I have to worry about fighting 14 kangaroos? I can't even fight one." And that sort of thing, just taking that absurd premise and then going with it as, okay, that's a given. It's going to happen. What do we do now? And then running with it. Oh, it just tickles my fancy. Depending. And I don't understand this either, because I have come across YouTube channels and YouTube videos where it has been just that sort of thing being presented. And I go, oh, you had me at 48 million kangaroos invading Uruguay. And I'll subscribe. But 3 hours later, I might come across a video that's exactly the same. Slightly different presentation, but just as absurd and just all that. And I just go, oh, no. Click, turn it off, shut the video. If I was subbed, unsub, leave it all. It's not that. What's the word? Drastic. It's not that drastic a reaction, but I will stop watching it immediately right then. I'm not going to nuke the world just because I wasn't happy with an absurd video. But it's just, I don't understand why it'll tickle me one day and it will stab me and make it hurt the next. Thumbs up. Which is a real quick aside. I also have reached the point in my life, I know I used to have big long intros on my videos, and then I made them shorter intros, and then I scattered them throughout the video just because I thought it was funny. Now I don't make any intros at all. I do understand people that put intros on their videos, but if it's any longer than 10 seconds, oh my God. So if you make videos and you put intros on your videos, keep it 10 seconds or less, because there are a lot of people out there that hit like the 10-second mark. Your intro is still going. X. And I'm on to the next one. So I know it's a personal thing, but there are a lot of people out there that are like that. So if you have an intro on your video and you want people to watch, try to keep the intro really slow. I've been trying to think of a Hit Film Express type intro to make that's not an actual intro. It plays over the top of the beginning, so it's an intro, but it's a visually flashy thing that doesn't interrupt me as I'm saying hey and such. So it looks cool, but doesn't interrupt anything. Again, personal preference, but there are a lot of people out there that don't like the whole things stop while the intro plays. So, I just thought I'd mention that. Hopefully I haven't alienated too many people. Oh yes, now I have to talk about this. I mentioned this with Russian timing. I have a story that I really want to write. Only I'm not quite sure, of course. Endings I've always had problems with. I share that with Stephen King. And that I love the beginning, well, of his earlier books and up to the point where I haven't been able to afford books, is he did great beginnings. He did pretty good middles, but good lord, it ugh on the endings. And so I kind of am that way in that I don't know what to do with the ending. I come up with stuff that I think is cool, but I don't know where to take the ending. But with this one, so I'm going to ruin the story, and maybe I'll never ever write it, but it's a shoot you in the face-a-gram thing, where it's in an indeterminate future, and there's this young girl, well, not a young girl, she's a young woman, lives in an apartment complex, and she has a friend down on a lower level, and they're texting and chatting, and he says something along the lines of, "Oh, someone at the door, I'll be right back." And then so the texting stops, and then she hears, bam, big gunshot. And then her friend doesn't start talking again. So she heads down to the lobby, and she finds her friend is dead. The face caved in, back of the head blown out against the wall. And of course, when you die, your bowels let go, so it's unpleasant, just nasty. And she finds this guy down there, reloading his gun, taking a couple pictures, and he's wearing, a uniform of sorts. And she's just, did you shoot my friend in the face? He's like, yeah, shoot yourself. Not shoot yourself. Shoot you in the face-o-gram. You sign up for it on a website, and then they come in and they shoot you in the face. Or you can sign up a friend to shoot you in the face. And she looks at her dead friend, and she's just, can you shoot me in the face? And he's just, well, I would, but I work for Shoot You in the Face-a-gram, and technically, and it's weird, I know, but murder is actually illegal? And if I shoot you in the face while I'm working for Shoot You in the Face-a-gram, then that's just me fulfilling a contract between you and the corporation. But if I shoot you in the face without a license, technically that's illegal. And they warn us in the employee handbook that you could be technically liable. I might actually spend time in jail, which I know that's weird to think, that shooting someone in the face and you go to jail for it. But there, you have to spend every day. If you're sentenced for 40 years, you have to spend that. I mean, I'm waiting for the day I have the courage to pull the trigger when I put the barrel in my mouth every morning. I couldn't take 40 years in jail. But here, if you take this card, use the promo code, someone will come by and shoot you in the face. So, that's the general gist of the story. Yay! Shoot you in the face-o-gram. Yeah, kind of depressing, but my head runs in, well, we're all human, and my head runs in normal areas that human beings go, but while that may be a normal human being thing, it's not exactly what everybody thinks about shooting you in the face on ground. Which really quick reminded me of some stuff that's talked about in different places. I saw this list of phrases that are what a British person says, what a British person means, and what somebody who's not British thinks they said. And it was incredibly passive aggressive, and that they say, like, I understand what you're saying. What they really mean is, I have no idea what you're talking about. And what somebody who's not British thinks is, oh good, they understand me. And there's a lot of stuff like that that's not just British. After all, if you're from the South and somebody says, oh, bless your heart, Southern United States, they think you are a special kind of stupid. So I love those phrases that it means one thing, but it really means this other thing. And I think language is awesome that way. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow me to do so. Thank you so very much. It is appreciated. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language in the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, mourning, and more, I'm amazed I can remember anything at all. So, let me call up my Chrome again. We have Eric Wolfenden, thumbs up and thank you. Bistayog, thumbs up. Matthew D. Miller, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, always good to see you in the comments, my friend. Benjamin May, thumbs up. Johnny the Raccoon Boy, I really like that name, thumbs up. Confused Owl 29, one day I'm going to get there again. Basil in the Forest, I like that name as well. And then Guillaume Bisson Eleve, I am nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Carlos underscore with kind of a, looks like a little emoji smiling face, Lopez, thank you. Sponge Goat 1234, I like the name. Moisey Barrientos, I'm nowhere close. I slaughtered that name. Thank you very much. Jin Idol, thumbs up. Omar Sarouk, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. We have Kapaki, greatly appreciate. Christopher Thomas, thumbs up. There is Ben B, always a good idea. Eric Gibson, greatly appreciated. Ricky Bettini with the daily reminder to live your life to its fullest. Mercurit, thumbs up. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you. And then we have here Chalky, thumbs up and good to see you. And then we have the B-Boy, greatly appreciated. Queasy Islander 02, thumbs up. And Colin Reisner, thumbs up. 25 people having left me comments. It is appreciated, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text. And that is so very, very awesome. Thank you so very much. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well, where I had to go through and re-put some things on it, but it has cat food, hamster bedding. I gotta put Reptisand back on there, and silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, but that would be very, very cool. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. Thank you very much. If you can toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. And of course, the horsehead of encouragement has nothing but love and appreciation for you, all of yours, and everything that you do. It has nothing but pleasure and joy for all of us. Thumbs up on that. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Good golly, Miss Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. Yes, all lives matter, but we need to put out the fire before we try to protect all the houses that aren't burning. And please be as safe and creative as you possibly can during these hard times. So, if you have to go out, please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, practice your social distancing, and if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. It's hard. It's really, really hard. People have lost their lives. Businesses have failed. It is terrible. But it's better than gasping out the last of your life on a ventilator in a hospital. So please, please take care. So you take care. Once again, I say it. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And I have therapy today, so I need to get this edited and rendered quickly. Have a good one.